Hi and welcome to my playhouse, and today I want to play with my BladeCenter. I want to power it up. It hasn't been on for a while, so I'm going to see if I can power it up and if I still have connection to the BladeCenter. It's a kind of a sophisticated thing to configure because it has switches and management adapters and blades, and well, it's a hassle sometimes to get this up and running. So I want to take you around the back and we will plug it into power. This is a beast. It sucks out a lot of power and it makes a noise. The BladeCenter is in here and it has two big power cords, one here and one over here, and each of those comes out with 3 power lines, and I try to put those power lines in different groups. I've marked the plugs for the BladeCenter with red tape so that I know that this is for the BladeCenter. So let's start plugging in. See how far we get before it recognizes power. There's one here. Okay. It found us. I can't seem to find the last one. And I'm just checking if I have any network connections, and it seems like I have both management and network on it. There we are, the BladeCenter is now powered on. Some of the servers are blinking, some of them are not. Oh, there they are. Probably nothing I did. So let's go into the computer and see what that sees. Here at the computer I have just dug up where my BladeCenter is. I just checked if it was answering, and I haven't been on the BladeCenter since April. It's telling me that over here. The last day I was on that server or BladeCenter was the 27th of April. And I came to think of it, back then I was showing this app for a mobile phone where you can control your BladeCenter, and I thought, that's pretty cool. So I wanted to show that. Here is the BladeCenter and it can communicate with that. Right now it's connecting. Should really have made this clean before I was showing it, but yeah, it has connected to the BladeCenter. I have a couple of blades that is complaining about something. We might go into that, but last time I used my phone because my tablet or iPad was broken. I dropped it. Now I have gotten the glass replaced, and I wanted to show this app. So let's get up and see that. You can pick up that app at App Store by searching for IBM BladeCenter. So I'm just gonna get that. Alright, download, and that will be done in a little bit. Let's go into the BladeCenter and see what happens. I'm gonna change to the computer, bring on a headset with my lovely little microphone thing. So see you on the other side. I have a webcam right there, so that is watching me record.
And here we are at the computer, so now I will turn off the camera right here. As I said, I haven't been on this BladeCenter since of the 27th of April. That's months and months ago. But let's never mind about that. Let's go into the BladeCenter. I'm gonna take the usual 20 minutes and go in. As far as I remember, I've been talking too long. I have to log in again. It's still user ID and password with a 0 instead of an O. Log in. And okay, now it's changed the date, so now I've been in on that date. No timeout, 20 minutes. Continue. And here we should be able to see what's going on the BladeCenter. We just turned it on, so everything is off. And I have a couple of blades here that are complaining. I want to see what that is all about. It says that the battery is not good anymore. Those servers, they have the little 3-volt battery inside, and that battery dies when it is offline too long. I don't think I have any replacements laying around. Maybe. I can't remember. But never mind. It's not a big deal. Those battery costs next to nothing. That was just one of them. Let's just check the other one just to be sure. Go back. And the other one, abnormal. Yes, it's also the battery, the VBAT, that is bad. So same thing there, not a big deal. Back here we can see the different blades. Actually the errors was also up here, I didn't see them there. 2 errors on the blades that was complaining. And down here I have the 14 blades in this blade server. You can see that the first 7 blades has already been configured as ESXi hosts. Probably not with version 6. I haven't had that on there yet, so I would like to try that and have to install VMware version 6 on those blades just to see if they work. Well, yeah, let's power some blades on and see what happens. Let's just take the first one, 21. See if we can power like this. Blade tasks right there. Here we have the blades. So let's take 21. Let's power that on. Action. Power on blade. Perform action. Yes. Okay. And I think this is where Chrome is gonna be bad, because as far as I remember, I'm not able to do a remote control of the blade. That's control. Stop control. And this side you see plugin Java that is not supported. So we will log out and we will try again in Internet Explorer, because that's weirdly enough usually works. I'm gonna log out. Just gonna borrow the IP number here. Thank you. And start Internet Explorer. There we are. And put that up here. And continue. And log in. Oh, it remembers me. Very nice. And there we are in. And we are gonna be trying the remote management. Where is that? Oh, blade tasks right there. Monitor away. Remote control. And start remote control. I think I remember this is working. So let's just give that a go. Java was blocked because it's out of date and need to be updated. Update. Run this time. Let's see if we can run this time. This Java is always such... It never works. It seems we have a hole through here. Let's see. We need to go to number 21. Connection okay. No video available. That's Alt. Oh, there it is. Cool. We have a blade. Oh, it's an old VMware ESXi 5.1.0, and the blade is an HS21. There's the model number there, and that contains a dual Xeon Intel E5520, and that's at 2.5 gigahertz. And it has 16 gigabytes of RAM. Very nice. Let's power on something else. I really want to try and update this, but I guess I'll have to move the servers. There's probably a couple of servers on it, and I want to move those away before I update it. We can probably see that oh, it's not done loading yet. It's still booting. Let's boot something else in the meanwhile. And power on something else. Let's power on. Let's just power on a bunch and see what everything is. Perform action. Power on everything. Yes. That's a lot of power to draw. That's 14 servers, and they use a couple of hundred watts usually, so it's 3000 watts. But well, I have it distributed on different circuits. Let's go to the remote control here and select another blade, see how that's doing. Connecting, okay. This one is booting now, I guess. No video available. It's complaining about things. It's probably gonna... Oh. It's probably gonna... Yeah, it's booting VMware now. So is this one probably? Yeah, that is also booting. And this one is booting. There's a couple of newer ones here. I haven't even configured those yet. And there should be some AMD in the server as well. I really wanted to see those. Oh, bad CMOS battery. Let's configure that. Continue. Automatic. Reconfigure. Sure. Time and date. It thinks we're in 2000. Why not? Let's see, 2015. And the month is 09, and the date is, oh, it's the 13th. Unlucky date. The clock is here, it's 14:39. Close enough. Okay. So let's save settings, enter, and escape, escape, and escape, and yes, and it will boot. Very nice. Let's go on to number 13, see what that says. That's an AMD processor. And that is booting. Okay, not that interesting. Let's see. Number 12. That's a Windows 2003 server. At least one of the drivers failed something. Okay, whatever. This is just a blade that I'll have to reinstall. We might as well try that. Let's see if we can get out of that. I press Control Alt to leave this. If I get stuck in here, now the mouse is inside this control console and it's not able to go out. So if I press Control Alt, it leaves, and this one turns up as well. Let's go to the media tray, and can we tell it remote disk? Yes. We want to select an image file, add VMware 6.0 image, open that. We have that in our tray. We can mount that, and we will give that to blade number media tray. We'll give this to blade number 12. That's the blade, oh, the server we are on right now. And I'm really missing a do that button. I guess that's okay. Okay. Let's see what happens if we reboot this machine. Oh, I'll just use the power control up here and restart this one. Are you sure? Yes. I hope it's only this server, number 12. Okay, it booted to the installation. We're just gonna be installing, and that's just to press enter. So pretty easy. And now this server or blade will be installing ESXi 6.0. Really just should have started with number 1. But we might as well see if number 1 is available up here. Just minimize all the things we don't need to concentrate about. This is my VMware setup. I have some servers in here. I only put servers into the vCenter when I need them, because otherwise I just have a lot of servers that I don't need. So let's see if we can have a peek at what number 1, what IP number that has. That has number 231. 231, so we'll add a new host. Put that in that host, and I'll put in my secret password. And it will be complaining, cannot contact. So I might not have a connection to that. It might very possibly be the switch. I'm just gonna be cheating, and we're just gonna try and ping that IP number. Did I type it in right? I kind of did. Yeah, so that's not it. Just gonna check if it answers. No, there's no response. So this is not working. So we will go back to the BladeCenter and see if our switch for the blades is available. Let's see, I/O modules. Here we have a Ethernet switch. I only have one switch in the chassis right now. It might be this one that is not wanna play with us. Can I do anything to this guy? I'm not able to communicate with the servers on my BladeCenter, and my guess is that the switch is not configured. Okay, here is the switch. It has an IP number here, and it should be enabled. Advanced options. Let's see what that reveals. Not a lot. Let's go back. Let's try and talk to it directly on its IP number. I'm just gonna borrow that and put it up in the browser. It has a web interface like everything else. Did I say that too quickly? I will go and see if that switch is connected. I just returned from the server room and the switch is connected, and I am also able to ping it. In the meantime, while I'm figuring out why the switch connection is not good, number 12 is ready to be installing. So we're gonna press enter and accept license agreement, and it's gonna come and wanna install. Oh, it's checking out hardware. Okay. It's found some disk storage. We're gonna be using that. Enter. And I think it's gonna come once more and tell me that if I'm really sure. Yeah, there it is. Disk will be overwritten. We're just gonna keep the things. Yeah, and I'm gonna put in my secret password, and it's gonna be installing now. I really have no idea why this is not working right now. As I read this, all of these servers are connected to this switch. I'm gonna try and plug in the 3 other switches and see if that helps me out any. Well, I plugged in the switches. These looks more okay. Number 1 and number 2. I plugged in an Ethernet connection into number 1, an outgoing one. But I'm still not able to ping that server out there. Some kind of a switch problem, that's for sure. Still battling with this. I can ping the switch. Let's just see that. 250. That answers my computer here. So there is a connection to the switch. Just came to think of something that I'm gonna try and see. Here we have the number 12. And that is ready to reboot, and I can remove that media, so we're gonna do that. Rebooting that, and we're gonna disconnect the media from it. Media tray, yeah, we'll just put it on one of the other ones. There we are. So now number 12 should be able to boot. I have probably not have had these servers on this BladeCenter, so there might be something. I'm gonna try and see what the configuration looks like in here, if it's just the network settings that is wrong. That would be a very nice stupid mistake. Network, let's see, network adapters. Oh yeah, okay. The network is connected to an adapter that is not connected. So we need to remove that one and put that one in and press enter. Escape, yes, escape. Let's see if that helped. It did not. It's still not answering to ping. That's kind of weird. Okay, I have been messing around here for at least an hour off screen to try and fix this. Let's just see what I did. I got into the I/O management modules there, and I found under configuration I can select the different I/O slots up here. At some point I must have configured this, probably when I installed this BladeCenter, and there is an advanced option down here. There, I went in and I restored these number 1 and number 2 restored defaults on these switches, and before I did that I was not able to do anything with them. When I restored defaults, I was now able to do a telnet to it. Just see that. There we are. It asks for username, and the username is the same as on IBM servers. It's user ID, and the password is password with an O and big letters PASSWORD, and we're in, and we can do help. And I cheated. I went on to the internet and I found that there was also a web browser now. Found out that I could actually start the web browser at the same address. That was also not available before, so someone has shut that down, and this works fairly now. To start with, it was not doing anything. Then I had to set the browser over in compatibility mode. Just see that. It's where is it? There. Compatibility view settings. I had to hit that and add this website before it would even show anything. So I'm guessing that I can now go in here somewhere and connect my ports. The external ports are right here, and probably they need to be activated somewhere. I'll find that and get right back. Okay, I just logged into the other switch as well, and we'll just try and see how that looks. This is how it turns out when I'm not in compatibility mode. It comes with this piece of something, and we'll just press browse and it will be doing funny stuff. At least that was what it did on 250. This is 251 and this is 250, and it's just doing weird stuff, trying to load and not being able to. So I go up here and I turn on compatibility view and I add number 251, add, close that, and then it should come up. I have really been up and down all of these configurations, and I can't see anything that should be disturbing. If I check here, the uplink port of the switch is all great. It's green, it's happy, everything is good. And the same thing with the upload over here, same thing. It's good and great. The only thing I think I can try right now is to restart the IMM controller on the BladeCenter and see if that will solve this problem. I'm still not able to ping the Blade server on there. I get a response from my own machine that that's not possible. I'll try and restart the MM, it's called here. Let's see if there's something weird going on here. Okay, I think I might have it. Might got it. Right now I'm able to ping the machine out there, and up here I seem to have a disabled port, and I haven't disabled that. I think it might be a bad port of some kind. It's in switch number 2 and it's the bottom one. This one I just plugged in a couple of other ports to see if there is something weird, and this one seems to be, it keeps disabling itself. You can just see it over here in port status. See if it's in here. Over here it's green, so apparently not very good. I'll try and disable this port just to make sure that it's not doing anything bad. Disable that, submit, see if I'm still able. Yeah, it was disabled. Check if I'm still able to ping over here, and I'm still pinging. I have no idea if this was the problem, but well, right now it's working. And I was actually able to add this host, which is in the BladeCenter. That was number 1. It's the one over here. I shut down everything else. Like right now it's only number 1 online and number 12, because I was installing that number 12. That completed, so that's okay. And now number 1 is also up and running. And what I would do now would be I would go here and I would move these machines. This one probably not so much. I have no idea what that is. But yeah, I think I'm gonna be ending the video here.
And I would really like to go and try and firmware update those switches, but that's a project for another day. Thank you for watching. Do subscribe to my channel so that you can see me again, and have a really nice day. Bye bye.